Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and today I have for you the Crkt Sketch. And this is not a new knife, but this is the Desert Warrior exclusive, BHQ exclusive edition, and the original version came in, I think, 8CR, 13 MOV with a stainless steel handle, and this Desert Warrior has this copper coated blade that I want to check out. I see him all doing so many of these, and I want to see what it looked like. It looks nice. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's got any heavy traction on it or anything. And they also, well, I don't think it even says it on here. Something they never do on their blades. I don't understand why, but it's D2 steel. So that's definitely an upgrade over 8CR in my opinion. And it's a smaller knife. That's what kind of attracted to me. And this one also has this green G10. You have that copper color, probably aluminum pivot collar right there. And then this copper color aluminum backspacer. And like a bronze kind of color deep carry pocket clip. That's not really that deep carry. But the Sketch is a Lucas Burnley design, as you can see right there. And Lucas Burnley does some really amazing things. And like I said, this one appealed to me in the beginning, but the original model had the stainless handles, and I just wasn't too excited about that one. So, like I said, I decided to pick this one up. Let's take a closer look. You have the Crkt logo here. You have a saber ground blade, flat ground to about 3/4 of the blade. You have a nice top swedge up there that gives it a nice mean look. You have somewhat of like a sheep's foot blade right here, or you call that a clip point, I guess, if you wanted to. You have a sharpening notch cut in, but it looks like they missed it because you have a smile right here. That's a bummer. You have a thumb hole deployment that's been chamfered all the way around, so it's not sharp. You have a few jimps up top right there that definitely, they're really not that useful because I gotta kind of like put my thumb back on the blade. It would have probably been better if there would have been some jimping up here if you wanted jimping. I don't really see the need, but if you do want to put your fingers right there, it definitely will grab onto your thumb. As you can see, they didn't round over those at all, so definitely get some good traction. I would say that, could be almost aggressive. It doesn't hurt, but I can always overshoot it like I would normally do in the saber grip right here. Let's close this bad boy up. You have good access to that thumb hole. Oop, fail. So I can thumb flick it. Now you can't really spidey flick it because, as you can see, the lock bar is kind of covering up there. So I mean, I can sometimes get my finger in there to spidey flick it, but it's kind of hard. Something I'll probably modify later down the road, but just thought you should know. There you go. That's all you can really see. The lock side is coated black. You do have a Lockbar stable or over travel right here. That's a cool little touch. Like I said, the pocket clip's not deep carry, but and it's just tip up right hand carry only. They did countersink those pocket screws. Excellent job. Let's see what it looks like in the pocket. Whoop. Kind of hard to get into the pocket, but there you go. That's what's sticking up out of the pocket, and you do have enough to grab a hold to, and your lanyard, if you use lanyards, will be above the pocket line. Does hold the knife nicely in there. you go. Like I said, you got a small little lanyard hole. You got chamfers going around the entire scale. Your tractions, I would say probably medium traction. I think it's perfect. So you can see those little peel ply texture on there. One thing I did notice when I was pulling out of the pocket that it did catch. Now that those little lines aren't really, they don't stick up or anything, or as you can see, they don't stick up much. But I did notice my pocket getting stuck, jumbled up into this cutout for the lock bar. Blade to handle ratio is pretty good, not terrible. The blade centering is off to the left, as you can see. It's not rubbing yet, but that's that. I think this version of the knife came in somewhere in the $40 price range, maybe 45 or somewhere 49. I don't know. I'll try to leave a link to them at Blade HQ. I don't know if they have any available or not. I think they did the last time I checked. Access to the lock bar is excellent. They have this little cutout right here, and they also have a little chamfered edge. Very, very nicely done there. I can easily get to that lock bar, nice and comfortable. Let's see. This knife is riding on phosphor bronze washers, as you can see in there. Nicely done. It is nice and smooth. Your lockup is probably at around, I'd say, 50%. It's nice for me. No up and down whatsoever, and absolutely no side to side. Very, very nice. Ergos in the saber grip are pretty good. I do feel this edge of this clip, it's got like not a sharp spot. It's like a 90-degree spot right there that I can feel. You can see the indentation in my skin right here. I do feel it a little bit. In the hammer grip, same. I actually feel this ramp. You can see that ramp does stick up a little bit. I can feel it a little bit. It's not terrible. Saber grip's okay. The ergos, I'll just say they're okay. They're not terrible. They're not great. Let's get a weight on this bad boy because it's very lightweight. Or before we do that, let's so y'all know how big this thing is. Let's see. You have a blade length of just shy of 3 inches, so it's going to be legal in a lot of areas. You have a total length of 6 3/4 inches. You have a grip area of around a little shy of 3 3/4. And let's see. Your handle thickness, nice and slim at 0.39 inches. Let's see, closed in the pocket width is 1.27 inches. And let's see, that blade stock thickness is 0.12, so pretty chunky for a small knife. And let's see how thick this is behind the edge. Let's zero it out. And let's see if I can do this behind the camera. 19, whoop, I'd say it's probably closer to 20 thousandths. Let's see. Now, hold on, I'm trying to get close, but I can't see. Let's see. So, 25 thousandths there. And wait a minute, is that right? 28 thousandths up here. So it's not going to be your best slicer in the world. It'll get the job done, especially if you have, if you're doing some, torquing on that edge. It's going to have some extra stability at least. Would I like to see it thinned out? Yeah, definitely. To me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a smaller knife, just because I mean you can't you're not gonna be doing super heavy duty tasks with this anyway. Or at least I'm not. Not what if I have some big tasks to do with a knife, I'm gonna get a bigger knife. That's just my opinion. Uh, let's get some size comparisons so you can get a better idea if it didn't compute with the ruler. As you can see, the Rat Model 1 dwarfs it. The Rat Model 2 is even bigger, as you can see. Let's see, what else do I have on my table? I got the Civivi Elementum, another Blade HQ exclusive here with the Micarta and S35EN. Elementum is just a little bit longer, and you have the Civivi Odium, which is a good bit smaller. All right, let's get a weight, because it's nice and lightweight with that G10 and the thin stainless locking liner. So 3.15 inches for about a 3-inch blade, not bad whatsoever. Definitely not going to feel it in my pocket. The action is nice and smooth as of right now. But let's talk about a few of my nitpicks and complaints, and you can make your decision on whether it's a deal breaker or not for you. First off, like I said, blade stock pretty darn thick and pretty darn thick behind the edge. It's not going to be a great cutter, and being it's a small knife, I think it would just make more sense if it was thinned out some and thinner blade stock. Also, they missed the sharpening. I mean, they missed the plunge line by just a little bit, but it's going to look nasty when you keep sharpening it. Right here, you can see that smile right there. That always sucks when they just barely miss it. Like I said before, minor hot spot in the back of the clip and on the ramp of this. This is just something that bugs me, just because it'd been a perfect spidey flick knife. The lock bar is covering up some of the opening hole, but oh well. Something I could probably fix if I really want to. And the pocket clip doesn't match the hardware, but let's just take that back, because it does match the blade, so I retract that statement. One thing I noticed when I first got it, it's nice and smooth, but the detent is pretty weak. I don't know if you'll better hear it. Pretty darn weak. It is off-centered. I gotta really be deliberate to get that to come out. Like I said, it's smooth, but I think it's because the lock bar tension is not that strong, because it's not hard at all to push that lock bar over. Something that I'll probably tune up after the video, but definitely something that I wanted to show y'all. But overall, I like the aesthetics. I like a lot of what Lucas Burnley does. And I wanted to check out what this Desert Warrior motif was all about. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this exclusive CRKT sketch. If you own one, let me know if any of the problems I talked about are an issue on yours. Like, especially just let me know how your detent is. Maybe it has something to do with the coating. I don't know. I'll have to take it apart, check it out. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna put some miles on this bad boy in the next week or two, so I can just see how well it does perform. See if that D2 holds up. You know, I don't think I've ever used any of CRKT's D2, so I can't really speak on it. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up so I know you're enjoying the content. If you don't like the video, give me a big thumbs down. That's cool too. You could let me know why down in the comments or not. It's all up to you. And if you're not already and you like knife content, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. I do lots of knife videos, some gear, and pocket dumps, and I do giveaways. Speaking of, for all of those who've made it this far, my loyal supporters, I plan to do a giveaway, just a random giveaway here soon, just to show my appreciation. So y'all be looking for that in the next few videos. I'm not sure when that'll come out, because I have a bunch of videos that will be uploaded in the next week or so. So there you go. I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.